Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit more unfiltered than my other videos. And one thing I just really want to talk about is my search for finding a space or a community that really fits me. So, just to give a little background, I've always been a very sexual woman. That's my nature. I believe that you should have regular diet of orgasm in order to function and be in the world. And then also, I've always been a woman of virtue, right? A righteous woman. So my path was more or less, every time I like got somewhere, it always felt like it was too one-sided. It's either one extreme or the other, right? So the religious side, too strict religious doctrine, where sex is not holy unless it's in this strict, possessive, monogamous, one man, one woman situation, right? And looking at sex as dirty outside of that, right? That's imbalanced. And then on the other side, it's degraded, right? And then even further, it's more on, you know, the homosexual side of that, which I just didn't fit in either of those communities. So I'm not saying anything is wrong with either of them, more or less just saying it didn't feel like me, right? So I wanted to find a space where these two things merge together. Where can I exist in prioritizing my sexual health, because orgasms and bliss and pleasure are so important to me. And then also my faith is very important to me, right? So that's when I came across the Grand Trine life system. So I just want to say that this life system, the whole pinnacle of it is become your highest and greatest self through making love and then reaching the creator through high levels of orgasm, right? That it felt more balanced to me. And so I had finally found a space where I feel these two things merge. So just to talk about my personal story of my family, which is more, they fall more into either extreme or the other. I can talk about one side of the family being more religious, right? So when I was really following the Grand Trine life system, it was, this is according to natural law and it feels authentic to me. And I'm seen as the devil. And I learned on my journey that this made sense, right? I was connecting the dots. One man's God is another man's devil. So I was living a completely different lifestyle than them. I eat different than them. I talk different than them. My way of life is different. I am much more peaceful. I live in a state of pleasure, and, I love orgasm, and that's my thing, right? I've had full body orgasms. It's an entire language of orgasms. It's so beautiful, right? And to them, that's looking at me like I'm the devil, right? I even had my grandmother call me that, like, satanic, the devil. And it made sense because when you look at the word devil, the English language is a language of spells. So when you look at the word devil and you flip it, the word is lived. What does that mean? To live backwards. So to truly embody the devil or wickedness is to live out of natural law, to live backwards. So to them, they live out of natural law and backwards and, misery. And so to me, that I look like the devil to them. But you know what I really start embodying? Like at first it used to really bother me, of course, because to some extent it's like losing family, right? You losing a family member. But I started to really embody that. Okay, well, and if your eyes practicing natural law according to the creator, a balanced holistic system where you can find both of these things, if that is to be the devil, then hail Satan. That's what I am. I am Satan incarnate, because I'm going to be that. I'm going to follow natural law, become more how do I want to put it, just more confident in my faith and just like my own community and building that and not conforming to that. I don't fall on one extreme or the other. I'm both. I'm everything. I don't do that. So that was really important to me. I had to find something that really worked for me. And that's why I followed the Grand Trine life system. I was just like, this is the thing that really resonated with me. I'm like, you know, all of the idiots that, I've come across who just literally don't even have the capacity to grasp this stuff. Also thinking about, how humans have become deifying other humans, that's very weird, you know. And so on my journey to really get that out of me, I had to just be like, and this is for me, this is what I had to do for myself, fuck Jesus, fuck Yahweh, fuck Muhammad, all that stuff. Like, I have a disdain for it. I hate Jesus. Poverty is linked to that. Scarcity is linked to that. And then it's thinking of God as external. God is inside of you. You are your own God. That's the whole point of creation. If you think of it like in the Grand Trine life system, the way that we're taught about it is that God is like an ocean and we're like the droplets. So that means that for myself, I am a female persona of the creator in human form. That's how you look at it, right? So it's the creator experiencing itself through me. You are your own miniature God. You're a sovereign being, you know. So, that's really, really where it came from. To embody that is to really be on the side of justice, harmony, cosmic order, balance, and that is Ma'at. And so, just to bring it full circle, I love the fact that through my high levels of orgasm, my full body orgasms, I've been able to reach higher levels, and you can move much faster as well, achieving your godlike self, right? So I just wanted to end with that. Is to truly embody Ma'at. You can be both. That same, I can be the same, freak, sexual woman, and I can also be a righteous woman. That is the same woman. We both exist. It is to allow myself to experience pleasure and be receptive to male energy and to really embody that so that we can create something beautiful together.